Hello everyone, Dr. Amanda here, your plant-based lifestyle physician and health coach who comes to educate and empower you so that you can live your most abundant life. I have a lot of people that have high blood pressure and ask lots of questions. So one of the questions was how, of course, can I try to decrease my blood pressure with foods, and specifically they say, are there any certain fruits that can help me with decreasing my blood pressure? Well, just to recap, high blood pressure can be starting at actually 130 over 80 now. And those are some new guidelines. And ideally, we would like our blood pressure to be around 110 over 70. And people are like, why is the blood pressures dropping so low to where you say you need to be looking at your blood pressure and you may need medication? And so they get all upset about this because they think that, you just want to give me more medications and all that kind of stuff. But actually, there's been research that showed that a blood pressure that is around 110 over 70 is the optimal blood pressure because you do not have risk of heart disease and stroke or kidney disease, anything like that, that usually develops from having high blood pressure. And those risks actually go up once your blood pressure can hit 130 over 80. So we don't necessarily have you start on medications at 130 over 80, but that's a good time to really reflect and say, okay, what can I do to make sure my blood pressure does not go higher, and what is possible that may be going on in my family, or what am I doing that may be causing my blood pressure to become this high. So today we're going to focus on fruits that you can eat. So why fruit? Well, of course, different plants definitely can help decrease our blood pressure, and fruit can be higher in potassium, or certain fruits can be higher in potassium, and we're going to talk about those. And why do we want to focus on eating a higher potassium diet? Because potassium can actually help decrease the sodium in our body, and we know that high amounts of sodium through our diet can actually increase our blood pressure and cause our arteries to become more rigid or hard. And the potassium also helps to relax our arteries, so therefore our blood pressure does not become higher, right? So how much potassium do we want to try to get in a day? And 4,700 milligrams a day is the recommended amount by the American Heart Association. So if you have kidney disease or something else to where your doctor definitely tells you do not eat more potassium, certain medications may need less potassium. So you definitely want to talk with your own healthcare provider, because I or anyone here is not able to know for sure exactly what your personal situation is. But this is just in general. So no eating lots of potassium with kidney disease. But if you know you do not have kidney disease, but your blood pressure is high and you're looking for ways to get it down, then we want to try to take in more potassium. And again, the specific question was, what fruits can I eat that can help bring my potassium down? So most of the time when I ask someone, or even when we just think about fruits that are higher in potassium, the first thing that comes to mind is bananas. We've been grilled in our mind to think bananas equals potassium. Now, that is granted. Bananas do have potassium, but there's so many other fruits that you can enjoy at different times of the year. So watermelon is one. My husband and my stepfather just love watermelon. Every time I go to the store, I have to get more and more watermelon. He eats it all up. And so we go through a lot of watermelon in our house. So watermelon is very good, and it's full of other nutrients, but potassium is a good one. And it is full of water. So especially on a hot day, eating a nice juicy piece of watermelon can definitely help. Cherries is also big for potassium. Apricots. I just got a few organic apricots. Taste very sweet this time of year. Cantaloupe and honeydew. I was a big melon fan growing up. I know my grandmother always used to love eating honeydew. I was like, what is this green melon grandma always eats? But honeydew, so that was very good for potassium. Oranges. A lot of people think oranges, they think vitamin C, but oranges actually have potassium in there also, so you can eat that. Grapefruit is another one that you can eat. Grapefruit unfortunately does interfere with a lot of medications, so if you're on medications, you definitely want to talk with your healthcare provider about whether or not you can eat grapefruit. Other fruits, prunes. Prunes can do a lot for us, but they are good for potassium. So eating prunes, raisins, or dates, so dried fruits like that, definitely can increase your potassium in your diet and help with your blood pressure. Pomegranate, that's one, a very, I would say, interesting fruit to eat. I'm still trying to master how to cut that open, but it's still a very good source of potassium. And kiwi. My daughter is now in love with kiwi. I remember growing up, I've never seen kiwi before, and my cousin brought in this brown furry thing, and I'm like, "What are you eating?" It's like, she was like, "Oh, it's kiwi." And I'm like, "You eat the fur?" But that wasn't necessarily the case. You actually cut it open and eat the green yummy fruit inside. So hope this helps. So if you are a person that has high blood pressure or know someone that has high blood pressure and you think you cannot eat yummy, healthy foods, definitely check out some more fruits that are higher in potassium that you can actually enjoy throughout the year. And if you like this video, definitely like and subscribe my YouTube channel and share it with your friends. And blessings and health, y'all. Bye-bye.